Good day, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great and this video finds you in high spirits. Myself, I'm doing pretty good. I actually combed my hair today for this video, which is a rarity. Though the hairstyle looks kind of not very good, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta work with what you gotta work with, right? So let's get into this video. Today I'll be talking about the new Korean drama that released on Netflix a few days ago called Love to Hate You. It stars Kim Ok-vin, hopefully I got that right, and Yoo Teo. I don't know, hopefully I'm near those names. I got those pronunciations somewhat right. So anyways, enough about that. Let's get into Love to Hate You. This is a romantic comedy, and it's one of those tropes where it's enemies turn to lovers. But hey, can they make it through the end? Well, you would have to watch it to find out. But yeah, this show is very funny. I found it very hilarious as I watched it. And it's basically about, we got this movie star who he doesn't really get along with his co-stars, his female stars, off screen, but you know, in the interviews he always talks highly about them, but he doesn't really have a positive view of women. And then our female lead, she's a lawyer, and she really doesn't have a positive view of men, so you know where that's going. She thinks all men will cheat on women. And so she really has a distaste. And the first time that these two meet, it's not a very good counter. So their bias towards each other is already on a negative. Our lawyer girl here, she's walking through a parking lot, and our movie star guy, he's talking negative about his female star, it's in a negative light. I'm not going to really get too details on it. So she decides to take revenge. So the next time she sees him, she's going for a interview at a law firm, and he starts to walk by. She sticks out his foot, trips him in front of everybody. So that's kind of like their first meeting with each other. And from there, we see their interactions together are kind of hilarious and funny as they intertwine. There's great chemistry between our leads. They really feed off each other very well. There's very funny moments in this. Some physical comedy, which I kind of like. I like the physical comedy, but you know, there's some good wordplay in this as well. The co-stars of this show does a very good job. Like, they're best friends, you know, they're very supportive. They get together, they get together, I guess I can say, sorry there, a little stuttering, but stay with me there. But they really support their friends very well. The chemistry throughout the cast is top notch. You really will enjoy these characters. There's really no downtime in this, like boring parts of this show where you're like, man, I just wish it would move on. They really get to the point with the plot that they're going through right there, and they don't overstay the welcome of this plot, you know. And they spend just amount of time with the plots, I guess I'd say. Let's get off the plots. Anyways, so yeah, so it's a very fast movie. It'll hit you good and hard, and it'll keep you moving on. Like I said, there's no really downtime in this at all. A couple of negative points for me is our female lead is a great fighter, and that's okay. I don't mind, you know, women being good fighters or anything, but it's kind of makes it really try to make the point of a you know, women power in this part, you know, of the show. Like, you know, men think women are always weak and stuff, that women can be strong because they know how to fight and stuff. I kind of feel like that's kind of, what's the right word? I'm going to say derogatory. I probably really missed that light, but I think just because a woman is able to be physical and hold her own, like fighting and stuff, I don't really think that kind of makes a strong woman at all. But this show kind of makes it appear that way, just how they talk, and especially from her point of view, which it could be just be, you know, one of her flaws as a character, or just depends, you know, on the person. It could be a positive flaw of the character. But I do find like the aspects of her character is she does a strong woman. She's a strong woman character, not because she can handle her own physically and fighting and stuff, but because of the stuff that she has to go through in this show, when the relationship between her and the movie star is revealed, you know, she gets very heckled by the fans of the movie star and stuff. So she really goes through a lot of drama with that, and that's, to me, is her strongest part of her character, is able to handle all that stress and animosity that she's receiving from you know, your typical fans. One thing, just a side comment here, watching these, you see a lot of these dramas where like it's a movie star type thing, and it seems like in Korea at least, it's more like they're more like under the microscope of the fans and stuff. Like the stars have to be more perfect, and the fans are more chaotic, I guess, more obsessive with these movie stars. And just watching it, you know, like a movie star can't make a mistake or anything. These actors can't make a mistake or anything, or they get really hammered by the media and the press, and like can completely destroy their careers or a little mistake. It kind of reminds me of here in America back in like the 50s and 60s, like the old time stuff with the actors, you know, always had to hide their stuff. Anyways, going back to the show. So yes, I personally enjoy this, especially the part where she's training him to fight, because he's wanting to do an action movie type of thing. So she's training him how to like be like a street thug type of fighting style. That episode was kind of funny, that interaction between them, just because she thinks that he's a pedophile, and that's like one of the early misunderstandings that really gets her not liking him. All right, so just thinking if there's anything else to say. Like I said, I really enjoyed this, laughed my head off. It was very funny, but I know that my type of shows that I like might not agree with the type of shows that everybody else likes. So I'll give this a review. If you're new to the channel, thank you for hanging out for 7.5 minutes, for listening to me ramble on. But for our channel, this channel, we're very positive on a review. So we have like, we highly recommend, which means, you know, it's a really great show. Recommend, it's your average show. Recommend with caution. You know, you might want to stay away from it unless you like bad shows, or it just would apply to a certain group of people. I'm gonna go with highly recommend. If you really like rom-coms, this is definitely for you. It's great. It has a great story to it. The whole idea of like a normal person dating a movie star type of stuff, I think they handle that well. The growth of the relationship from being enemies to frenemies to lovers, I think they handle it great. It's realistic. It's not over the top. It's, you know, I think the direction of it goes really well. It's a great show, great acting. You'll fall in love with these characters. If you want to watch it over and over again, I'll probably rewatch it. It's only 10 episodes, which is, I think it's a perfect length for this type of show. It's 10 episodes. And another positive thing about this, most of you probably haven't heard my other Korean reviews. Sometimes I feel like Korean writers complicate stories that they shouldn't. Like, should be like a show should be like just like a fun show, but then they'll throw in all this unnecessary drama that shouldn't be there. This one, it really stays with it in its lane, and it doesn't go outside of that lane. You know, you don't have some kind of serial killer in the background. You don't have like some serious issues going on. It's just a light show that you can sit back, enjoy, and have a good time watching it. So hey, that's what I got today for you. Tune in for my next video, please. I hope you enjoy this. Have a great day, and until next time, bye bye.